Let's go to the movies. Joining me now is Erik Childress of the Chicago Film Critics Association. Eric, let's start with American Made.
I think there's been some sort of mistake here because these fellas just picked me up at the airport.
No mistake. Just please, have a seat. Coffee, Mr. Seal?
You know my name?
Well, this is the latest film with Tom Cruise, recap collaboration with Doug Liman, who did a film called Edge of Tomorrow with him a few years ago. And a lot of people are kind of looking at this film going like, well, it's kind of a different role for Tom Cruise. He's kind of playing a cocky ne'er-do-well. That's exactly how Tom Cruise sort of made his career. So this is really kind of an old school Tom Cruise story. And as the film promises, I mean, this is a true story about a TWA pilot from the 70s who was recruited by the CIA to do reconnaissance missions for them and ended up becoming a drug smuggler for the Medellin cartel.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's heavy.
It's quite a crazy true story, and when you see the movie, you'll see exactly that it's actually about more than that. As I say, the movie gets crazier, and I'm kind of on the fence on this. I'm still kind of massaging, exactly where I am on this because the story itself is very entertaining, and Tom Cruise is good in it, and I think people will enjoy it. At the same time, there have been a lot of movies that have tackled similar subject matter. Mm-hmm. There's been Blow with Johnny Depp, and American Hustle kind of has a feel to this. There's a film called Kill the Messenger, Jeremy Renner a few years ago that kind of tackled issues like this, and the tone of the movie feels so similar to those movies that I had a hard time sort of differentiating between the two. It is entertaining. I think people will like it. We're curious to see if it does top the box office this weekend.
Let's take a look at Battle of the Sexes.
How about this? Man versus woman. Male chauvinist pig versus hairy-legged feminist. No offense. You're still a feminist, right?
No, I'm a tennis player who happens to be a woman.
And this is a film that opened in limited release last week from Fox Searchlight. It's the true story of the infamous Billie Jean King, Bobby Riggs tennis match from the 1970s.
And can I just say, I can't believe it took them this long to make this film.
Well, they've actually made a TV movie about this several years ago called When Billy Met Bobby with Holly Hunter and Ron Silver.
Okay.
And actually, I would recommend people seek out that movie because I think it's actually a better film than this one. Yeah. This one is kind of disappointing in a way, in an ironic way too, because while they give us sort of a fuller picture of Billie Jean King and her relationships at the time, they kind of shortchange Bobby Riggs and really sort of given us a fuller picture of who this guy is. They keep calling him he's a hustler, he's a hustler, he's a hustler, and we see him kind of enjoyably doing gambling and things like that, but we don't really get a sense of exactly why he felt the need to do this.
Not enough depth.
Right, exactly. So by the time we get to the big match, which we already all know how it ends, there's no really sort of big catharsis. Bobby Riggs isn't as big a villain. Billie Jean King, obviously is someone we're going to root for, but can't really massage whether it's going to, say that this movie or this match was really a clown show or if it was actually some really serious thing that is now, 40 some years later is kind of just as relevant as it was back then.
What'd you think about Emma Stone?
I think Emma Stone is good in the movie, and I think Steve Carell is perfectly cast as Bobby Riggs.
Cast.
Yeah, and I think Emma Stone has a chance to get another Oscar nomination for this. I don't think she's going to win, but I think she's kind of right on the edge of getting an Oscar nomination, so we'll see how that plays out.
And I think we saved maybe the weakest for the last.
Yeah.
A Flatliners remake.
What's going on?
I would like you to stop my heart. You give it 1 minute, and then you bring me back.
Yeah, this is a remake of the 1990 Joel Schumacher film with Kiefer Sutherland, Julia Roberts, and Kevin Bacon. A great idea for a movie. Med students decide to basically kill themselves for 30 seconds and a couple minutes to see what the afterlife is like, and then they bring back some traditional horror elements with them. The studio Sony not screening this for critics, so we all know what that
bad
means.
sign.
And so looks like they took a mediocre movie and possibly made it worse.
Okay, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.